How do you describe that first half, going down by 26?
No, it's just ugly. It's just a scary sight when it just comes down to just us just playing hard. So score 40 points in the fourth. We give up 33, but it's 19-20 in the third quarter, and then I believe they score over 30 points in the second quarter. We just, we're not going to beat many teams playing like that. So the effort is on us.
How do you change that? What needs to change? It seems like we're saying the same thing.
We just can't wait anymore, honestly. For myself, everybody else as a collective, our coaching staff, we just don't have time to really be waiting to kind of see if guys are going to give that extra effort, including myself. It's just an accountability standpoint that we all have to have, and I think that we're making steps in the right direction. I just think that it's just tiring at this point, when we show flashes of brilliance, and then we put ourselves in the deep hole and we're consistently coming back, and it's just we can't play like that. But I think that it's just showing us signs of what we're capable of, but we just have to do it consistently, and Brad's been saying it. We need that toughness. Guys getting offensive boards, blocking shots against us, and we're going in there timid or not finishing, and it's just for us as a team, we're playing at our best when we're aggressive, getting to the rim. Three-pointers that are makeable, and we're playing with that type of effort. I don't feel like any team could be with us on the floor. So it's just that confidence that I have in the group that we have, and we just need to showcase that.
You guys were down by as much as 26 tonight. I mean, what is it that when you get into that hole that all of a sudden something does click?
We have some special guys in this locker room that are very resilient. So they have the attitude of winners, and we're going down by that much. It's really just nothing to lose except for playing hard and just living with the results after that. But we have to play hard from the jump. I think teams come in here or we go on the road and they feel very comfortable, and then we start paying attention to detail and we start doing the little things, and voila, we're in the game. I think that at this point it's just tiring, and like I said, it's just no more time to wait. It's not that I'm pushing the panic button or anything like that. I just think there's just no more time to wait for games like that to start off and go down in the hole where, even our home crowd is getting antsy, and guys are pressing and stuff like that. It's a long game, but I think there are some controllable things in the beginning of the game that we can do.
Little unusual to hear that crowd tonight.
I mean, I've heard in other places before.
Well, yeah, but I mean here. Specifically.
It's the NBA, so I think that fans deserve to see a great show, and they deserve to see balls going in the rim and us getting stops and making, kind of Celtic pride plays. And I understand what you're saying in terms of what it would be like in TD, but they expect us to play hard, and we deserve that as players, and our coaching staff deserves that, and the fans deserve it.
This team has lost 7 of the last 10 games, 9-9 in the season. If you could just look at that streak, pinpoint what's wrong.
Just inconsistency. It's really what it comes down to when you look at, those games that we've lost. And even the games that we won, I think that it's just two tales of either halves or quarters where it's just made the difference in the game. So, I've been at worse records, though. So, been at very worse records.
Or you've had back-to-back 2010 games, though. I mean, is there more that you can be doing or doing something differently?
I think I can make a few more shots. I mean, that would be the selfish component of it. But that obviously has, little to do in terms of what we could do as a collective team. Everybody could want to make more shots, but it doesn't come down to that in this game of basketball. It comes down to making the right play, making sure that you're there for your teammate, help side defense, and we're at our best when we're getting defensive stops and getting out of transition. Teams they get so nervous playing against our team when we're getting stops against them. There's so many guys to account for on the floor when we're playing with pace, and we're not taking the ball out every single time and pushing it in transition and just getting easy opportunities. I think that's where it comes down to. Getting the ball out of the rim and setting up our offense every single time. The odds of getting a great shot, it works in our favor, but we just don't want to do that every single time.
KYRIE,
last couple questions.
KYRIE 48, and Kimber gets 43, and then Burt 29. Defensively, is there anything you guys can do to kind of shut down the scoring guard? I mean, the backcourt scoring. I mean, doubling. I mean, should you guys have doubled Burke on the last shot, or?
I don't know. I think that our pick and roll, just our trust, I think that really comes down to trust.
Can you look at the big picture?
Last question.
In the midst of the current struggles, and you're a championship caliber player, is it possible to look at the big picture while going through what you're going through?
Well, yeah. I think that's always at the back of our minds. Especially some of us that have been through the rigors of the season. But it's just a storm, that we're weathering right now, and it just comes to when we're all on the same page. And right now, in this game of basketball, it's so fragile. So fragile. You can be one of those teams that, it could be something so subtle of a change and you can go on a streak, or you can continue to be in a funk for a while. It could be certain subtle changes that you need to make, or, things that you need to do, things that you need to focus on a lot more. But, it takes time. And I hate to keep saying it takes time, but, this game is just so fragile. You got to do the little things, and you have to earn your wins in this league. In order to be considered a special team, you have to earn it. And no one's going to give it to us. No one's going to, the expectations that everyone has on us don't mean shit at this point. Excuse my language, but it don't mean anything. So until we figure that out, then, we'll be struggling. But I'm going to continue to push this team and continue to lead the best way I know how, as well as with Coach Stevens.
All right. Thanks, guys.